In 2024, the healthcare technology sector is revolutionizing, with the digital health market setting to reach nearly $660 billion. As a pioneer healthcare technology entrepreneur, your ability to adapt is crucial. Failure to shift from outdated growth strategy could lead to severe setbacks, including funding challenges, revenue instability, uncovered leads, customer loss, high staff turnover, and recruitment difficulties. Traditional tactics are becoming obsolete, demanding a critical paradigm shift to ensure sustainable growth. It's imperative for health tech entrepreneurs like you to evolve beyond the old methods and prosper in this rapidly changing landscape.
Welcome to Provider's Edge, the podcast that helps healthcare entrepreneurs and innovators break down barriers and control their business, life, and future with valuable action steps. With me, your host, Sabrina Runbeck, a recovered clinician and a business deal catalyst. Let's rewrite the rules and create a positive social impact while increasing your profitability.
Debunk the myths, a fresh perspective in health tech growth. Let's dive deeper into the 7 different myths that you're probably experiencing right now. Number 1, the illusion of content quality versus quantity. In the past, the mantra might have been to flood channels with content, but as we step into 2024, it's clear that when it comes engaging with healthcare decision makers as well as buyers, less is more. Your content needs to resonate on a deeper level, offering value and insight rather than just filling up space. And it's also not about being in every single platform. You have to know that 1 or 2 platforms that most people would likely to engage with you. And who are you truly talking to? Is that the B2B route or the B2C? Number 2 myth, rethinking paid advertisement as the panacea. Well, it's tempting to believe that pouring money into paid advertisement will solve all visibility issues. This approach is only a band-aid. Sustainable growth in health tech requires building genuine connections and providing valuable, shareable content that organically grow your audience. When you're relying on ads, when you turn the ads off, then there's no follow-up and there's no engagement. If you are running in specific social media platform, that is also based on the grades of those algorithms. Same thing as Google Ads. So how can you create a community to continue to make them trust you and grow a relationship? It's your number 1 action focus. The 3rd myth is challenging the one-size-fits-all strategy. What works for one healthcare technology company or a clinic, it's not going to work for all of them. So what is that unique ability and your type of clients and your team and how many people, what infrastructure you have, does the changes in how you have to think about client acquisition, marketing and branding, content creation. The sector is diverse and you are diverse. Your strategy needs to be just as varied and adaptable, reflecting the unique value of your technology, what it brings to healthcare. The 4th myth is ignoring the power of stories. Health tech isn't just about technology. It's about people, health, and life-changing impacts. Sharing about your journey, your struggle, your success, the problem you're solving, and the lives you are impacting can forge a deeper connection than any other sales pitch. It's about relatability. crafting those messages is also need to have a specific framework. From a professional speaker standpoint, whenever I work with my team as well as clients, we wanted to focus on this framework, which you might want to jot down right now. So number one, your hook statement should be something personable or a statistic that back up. Number one thing is always about relatability or knowledge right up the front. We need to be able to capture people's attention. Not actually, in many cases, people start talking about who they are, their name, their background. No one cares about who you are before they actually understand what you're trying to approach them and what you're talking about. So number one is open heart hook. And number two, then you can add on credibility, means your background, who you are, how you're uniquely positioned to solve the problems and challenges that you already spoke about in the opening statement. And then what is that journey? What is the transitional piece that you help other people to do, or you have gone through it yourself? There's actually 6 different storylines. If you're interested, contact me on LinkedIn and we're happy to describe more to you. And then is what is that clear call to action? After people learning about you, then they need to take that one action. Don't give them multiple links and things to do, but one clear call to action. We don't want it to stop at that one clear call to action. You actually wanted to close with an open heart, close to the heart statement to capture all those emotional storytellers. Therefore, wrap up something from the beginning of your opening hook to close the loop. All right, number 5 myth is underestimating engagement. Engagement is the lifeblood of sustainable growth. Yet many health tech companies focus on the superficial metrics of likes, and if someone actually comment on it is very different, while neglecting the power of real conversation and community building. How do you fix that? It's not just looking through people's comments or like thumb ups or even shares, but actually have a conversation based on the people who already raised their hands and want to care about what you are talking about. During our Pulse Point Impact Award process, one of the call to action, the process that we ask our founder to do is post about their award, be proud about this process they're going through, and see how much they're able to create a community by having that one clear ask and sharing between their existing community, their online community, and drawing other eyeballs that they have no idea that's already watching them. That has been having slews of hundreds of comments. That has been amazing. Some of the founders didn't even know that people have been leveraging their technology or know about them. That is the crucial thing about engagement and creating community. Now, the 6th myth is the lost art of follow-up. In the rush to acquire new leads, some people might be consistently going to new events and messaging in private inbox of all those people or slews of email. It doesn't mean the more you send out, the better you get. It's really about quality, not quantity. The importance of nurturing existing relationship is often overlooked. Continuously engaging and follow up with your audience or the new contact can lead to more meaningful connection and long-term growth. Now, the 7th myth is static strategy in a dynamic market. The healthcare market is not static. It's constantly changing. And if you're not up to change and be able to adapt to the change, you're getting left behind. Neither should your growth strategy stay in the status quo. Agility and adaptability are the key responding to new trends, technologies, and customer demands. What have you been putting in to ensure that you can constantly evaluating what need to be changed? What's the market need so you can create strategy to meet that market need? This transition marks a significant paradigm shift toward a more targeted, patient-centered approach, essential for sustainable growth in this dynamic world of new healthcare entrepreneurship. At Pulse Point Path, we guide you through this debunking of the myth of yesterday and the years before. We'll focus on customized strategies that resonates deeply with the 3 key founder personas, which are number 1, visionary, number 2, the connector, and number 3, implementer. This tailored approach isn't just a trend. It's a cornerstone of success in the evolving healthcare landscape. Let's talk about the first persona and how we can elevate the visionary leadership by cultivating influence and alignment in health tech. At the rims of health tech innovation, visionaries shape movements, not just revenue. Recognizes your profound impact and the need for a holistic leadership approach, we have partnered up with Pulse Point Path. Even visionaries can fall into the traps. Over-relying on paid ads can lead to superficial connections, while a focus on the vanity metrics might give you a skewed picture of your true impact. Visionary often can see the future, a clear end result. However, how you communicate that end result, your true vision, and your true highest level of purpose to your team, to your clients, and to your strategic partners often is the challenge. Therefore, the strategies you have been using often is the old paradigm of what's the fastest way to solve them. And we know they're not long-lasting solutions. Most critically, losing the art of storytelling can disconnect you from those you aim to inspire. To truly shine as a visionary, transition from an unseen force to a radiant beacon of light. Naturally attract the right people and opportunity with your clear, passionate vision. Avoid a pitfall of common missteps by championing the leadership approach that emphasizes culture alignment, team cohesiveness, and brand optimization. With Pulse Point Path, we also guide you towards strategy where every action and communication amplifies your influence and mission alignment. This is about igniting movements with lasting impact in healthcare. By focusing on personal and professional development, you ensure your mission is passionately shared and pursued, driving transformative growth for your company. Now let's talk about the second persona for founder level is how we can bridge impact and execution, navigating the challenges of the connector. Connectors excel in building relationship and creating ecosystem of collaboration, positioning themselves as influential figure in the healthcare technology landscape. They thrive in networking, amplifying their impact and driving growth through strategic partnership. Amazing things that you guys are able to do. However, they might be embracing myths like more is better and one size for all. Just have a way that you can just do it over and over again, leading to unfocused effort and superficial relationships. These misconceptions can cause significant setback, including lost investor interest and failed contracts, ultimately stalling growth and damaging reputation. What we see the most need for connector is to overcome these challenges with a tailored strategic approach, focusing on depth, meaningful engagement, and customize the strategy for each connection. This is how you can set yourself on a great foundation no matter the economic ups and downs. By steering connectors away from these myths, we ensure their networking power translates into real sustainable business success in the healthcare sector. Okay, so the third persona, last but not least, is our implementer. So let's talk about optimizing execution while overcoming challenges for implementer. Implementer's critical role in knowing exactly what to do and integrating the big level strategies down to the team level so you can actually carry out the plan. It's also important if you don't know where to go, if you haven't thought all the way from top down level, but if they get down to the nitty gritty of just doing something every day, that's often when people fail. In so many of stages I spoke on or interviews I had, people always get down to, Sabrina, there's too much noises. How do I stand out online? Sabrina, I meet amazing people, but it seems like crickets. Sabrina, I just need people to respond to me. My team knows exactly what to do, but they are not doing it. If we get stuck into all the doing part and not thinking about the overall direction and how everything is puzzle pieces into each other, then you fail on the actual true creation and getting you the result. So many people, when it get down to implementer, they thought the way to grow and scale the company is, let me have more people, the back end support to do whatever is need to be done. Or my sales force is just not doing the right thing. They are knocking on doors, but not responding. Perhaps they just don't know what to say. Well, this doing part, if you are not carrying out with other area of your business and knowing all of them all play together, but in one time when you process through a project, a plan, an action, it has 5 major domains to be able to carry that out. And each different level of business advisors need to have their input so you're not missing any gaps. And when implementers are going into that from moving forward motion, they will forget that one project is not just one project. One project has multiple components and need to be able to tap into everyone's ability, not compartmentalize. So that one size fits all idea doesn't quite work. And we need to be able to have them step outside of that to make sure that your strategies are not misaligned with your overall highest value of purpose and mission and where this venture is truly going. And this is coupled with ignoring the power of story. When you focus so much on the tactic and physical part of doing, you're forgetting the emotional part and spiritual part of the mission and the purpose. And how do you translate scenarios in stories to connect and to also avoid the static strategy in this ever-changing market? If you have stayed on, let's create a one SOP, continue just do this one thing without assessing constantly or without tapping into other departments to help you, then it can cause disconnect from your team, from the market demand, and from the true highest vision from the visionary, and stiffing the adaptation and innovation. When we coming into play and helping our clients, we often encounter this challenge of, well, we don't know what we don't know, or we're hitting these walls and we're doing everything that we can. And no doubt you have been doing probably everything that you know that you can and not knowing what you're missing, which often the time is about what you're not doing, not so much about what you're doing. So by connecting all the 12 critical domain of business with the implementer skill, then we can truly execute with the right high level strategy down to the small level a detailed planning work and value everyone in this creation process. This shifts from a static to a holistic plan, fostering adaptability, alignment of implementers, great action forward energy, and the visionary's mission, as well as the connector's ability to bring the right clients to you. So then you have a way to deliver what you're promising. At PulsePoint Pass, we guide the transformative potential in figuring out the pitfall of the company's foundation based on these 12 areas of impact that you can create, as well as founder. Because we know every company is driven by people. The more that you can become expert peak performers, the better you're driving the company forward and accelerate the growth of the company. So whenever you are in the place of hitting a wall and not knowing where to go, or you have good status growth, but you are start seeing, cannot keep up with the demand, then we do need to have that holistic view of both your leadership as well as your company infrastructure in the 12 different domain of business in order to create that sustainable growth and long-term team impact and empowering all three persona in the founder level to navigate this complexity effectively. As we stand on the edge of a paradigm shift, this evident that relying on outdated strategies is no longer an option. Embrace a new era in the healthcare tech growth with strategies promising not just immediate gain, but sustainable, transformative success. Let's summarize the major points that we discussed today. To emphasize the necessity for a paradigm shift in healthcare growth, moving away from outdated methods such as paying ad and more is better. It's not so much posting more, having more connections, but the quality of the engagement that you're getting through these authentic conversation and reaching out to those people. You might think it's taking a longer process. However, those relationships will help you to tap into other people's network and expand so much more strongly. It highlights the specific challenges faced by our three founder persona, the visionary, the connector, and the implementer, offering insights into building meaningful relationship, expanding strategic partnership, and outsourcing to an integrated advisor board without having to lose a lot of time, money, and resources to find all the key experts to be on your team. We also emphasize where you can find this. Go to pulsepointpath.com to discover more. And if you like to have a conversation with one of the advisors, go to pulsepointpath.com/apply to grab a 15-minute synergy session. Now, what we're aiming is that comprehensive solution. The way that we want to build this is start from the good foundation so you can weather the storm through any economic ups and downs, as well as seasonal changes or even individual personal shifts based on your own health, wealth, and knowledge. And by addressing these pain points and fostering innovation and providing robust support in an evolving landscape, then we can truly help you to grow sustainably and not gravitating toward the 7 myths of growth that are truly just band-aids. Because if you shut any of them down, you are crumbling with how you're representing yourself as a leader in the industry and create stagnation. Now, the PulsePoint Path's approach isn't just about navigating the present, but about how to pave the way for you to show up as a leader in the marketplace and creating forward movements that matters. Setting the stage for innovative companies not just to grow, but thrive in everyday life and the economic roller coaster. We are here to foster innovation, addressing pain points, and providing comprehensive support when you are ready. Embarking on a journey of transformation and leave the strategies of yesterday behind. And truly think about what's your unique ability, how you are creating benefit different from others, not so much in the tactic of the how, but the way that you are creating value to others. So the blueprint empowers all three founder personas, the visionary, the connector, and the implementer. The future of your healthcare company success starts here and starts with you. Dive into the paradigm shift that transcended outdated norms. Are you ready to break free from the limitation of traditional methods? What steps will you take to revolutionize your company's growth this year and not just waiting for the next quarter to happen? And what can you do today? I would love to hear from you. Take a screenshot of wherever you're watching, hearing this, and create a post about it on what it's more meaningful for you, whether it's you've been using one of the 7 myths or the things that you are focusing on now to make sure that you create sustainable growth no matter who you have on your team and what season of the year it is, so you can continue to move forward. Looking forward to reading your comments.
Thank you for tuning in to Provider's Edge podcast. We hope you enjoy our latest episode and found the insights and tips helpful. We'd love to hear your feedback on the show and learn what topics you'd like us to cover in the future. So please take a moment to leave us a review on your favorite podcast platform and let us know what you think. Your feedback is essential to help us improve the show and provide you with the content you need to take your healthcare business to the next level. Thank you for your support, and we look forward to hearing from you soon.